Hey everybody, this is my friend Carol. I want to say hi, Carol.
Hi, how are you doing?
She's been nice enough to grant us a tour of her Class C, and she's going to tell us all about her full-time nomadic life.
And my cats.
And the cats, yeah. Hey everybody, it's Robin with Creativity RV, and I'm out camping on some BLM land with my friend Carol, and she's nice enough to give us a tour of her Class C. She's going to show us how she takes care of 3 cats inside and why she chose a nomadic life. So I'm going to go in right now and we're going to meet her. Can I come in?
Sure. I left it so that it would just open.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey Carol.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. We're coming in.
Come on.
So Carol, tell us about your RV. What do you have and what do you like about it?
Well, I have a 2018 Coachman Freelander 26 RS, and I love the layout of it. It has a bed. This is the bed back here, and this is actually a slide out where it goes that way. But I didn't like it.
Right.
So I cut the foldable bed off, and I sleep here.
How did you cut it off? With what?
With a straight razor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it folded,
right?
So it had a seam. So I just cut through it and threw that part away and kept this part.
Nice. I did something similar with mine. I took off the end, but it was on Velcro. It makes a big difference. Look at all these windows.
Yeah, I love the windows. That was one of the things that really appealed to me. And also, the thing about the slide out, and you know, I have 3 cats. I didn't want them to get up there.
Oh, I see.
So I threw a bunch of stuff up there. I have some clothes up there.
Yeah, you can store some extra blankets and pillows up there. Yeah. Because they were getting in there?
Well, I didn't want them to get in there because, you know, I just didn't want them to get up there.
Sure.
So I threw all that up there, and the fact that I don't let the slide in and out is, you know, just makes it even better.
Yeah, so you sleep back here.
Sleep back here.
And then what else is back here?
Back here is the shower, which I don't use. I have my cat litter boxes in there. And then I have a compost toilet, so I don't use my black tank.
Now this is a sea head, right?
This is a sea head.
So this is good to see because I have a nature's head, so they've seen my nature's head, but you do like the sea head, huh? I do. It is the only complaint I have about it is with the nature's head. You know, you have you have this part right here is closed up, and it isn't on this. So when you go to the bathroom, you know, it's very important to keep the back dry. Right. And I even contacted the guy who made it because it wouldn't stay dry. You know, it wouldn't stay dry. So I came up with putting that aluminum foil on there so that when I go to the bathroom, it doesn't go back there. So the pee doesn't get into the poo. So
the pee doesn't get into the poo.
Because that's what
very important.
That's what makes a composting toilet smell, right?
Right.
Right.
That sewery smell.
Right. If you keep them separate, no problem?
No.
No,
no, I've not had smells at all. Great. The biggest smell that I had actually was urine. A little bit of that, but you actually suggested putting vinegar in there. And
like an inch of vinegar.
Yeah, I put a vinegar in the bottom of the thing, and it has worked wonders.
Great, great. Okay, well, let's see the rest of your RV.
Okay, well,
try not to fall.
And then right here is where I have my clothes. It's a closet.
Okay.
I have drawers put in there. I don't use it as it had a bar across the top to hang. I took that out and just put the things up there.
What do you use the straps for?
To hold down things when I'm driving, because if I don't do that, it will come open. And
that's
the same thing with these is to keep it together. Most of the time, you know, these are just in there. They're just plastic things I got from Target.
Oh, the drawers.
Yeah. And they always come, you know, so if I didn't have something on here. So invariably when I stop and open this, I have to open it and then push them back.
Gotcha. So it's not that the RV manufacturer made it so the doors come open. It's that you've got the weight of some drawers in there, and while you're driving, they push the door open.
Yes.
That is very smart, Carol.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, nice fridge.
And
And this is how long?
27.
Okay.
27.11, I think it is.
Great. And is this a pantry over here?
Yeah, this is the pantry.
Nice space.
And then this has drawers that you can
very
pull in and
nice.
out.
Very nice.
Yep.
That is a big bottle of hot sauce in there.
That is, I go through it.
She's a Southern girl.
That's right.
Okay, and here's the kitchen.
This is a kitchen. I was just in the middle of about to make something in the Instapot. This is the microwave, which I store cat food in.
I know, me too.
This is the oven, which I store cat food in. But again, because the cat food is in there while I'm driving, it will. So I have this, and I connect it so that, you know, again, it doesn't come flying, because it has.
Very smart.
I've been riding down the road, and all of a sudden I hear, and it's because all the cat food just came out. Also bungee this to keep that. That's come open before.
I have to tell you guys, Carol is a bungee queen, because the other day, because we're camping together, and I'll tell you guys how we met in a minute, but we were camping together, and my door was flying open, and I come outside, and my door was double bungeed open, so it kept, you know, would stop slamming open and shut, which was really smart. Okay, so tell us about this layout up here. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is a U shape, or I think it's a L shape maybe. And there's storage underneath. This is a jackknife sofa, but when it's up, to me, it's not very comfortable, so I leave it down all the time, and I put these pillows around there, and that's where I sit to get comfortable.
So this one you use as a couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use it as a couch.
Very smart. The windows in here are amazing.
Yeah.
And they open so wide. You've got great airflow going from this side to this side, which is so important. So important. And I see up here you've got a lot of storage and some more bars.
Yes, and the bars is just to keep the, and I want to change this, but I haven't found the solution that I love yet. I'd rather it be on the inside and not on the outside. I don't like this because I think it just looks crappy. But it just keeps again, when you're driving, and I've had it happen, it just keeps them from coming open.
There's nothing worse than going down a bumpy road and everything falls out of a cabinet, and then you're like, oh, God.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got to get up and clean up all that mess.
Exactly.
Yeah. So unlike everybody else I know with a Class C, you don't sleep up here or use it for storage. What's going on up here?
No, that's the cat's playhouse.
So you have how many cats in here?
I have 3.
Okay.
I have 3. There's a window over there, and I put a body pillow across so that they could get up there and look out.
Very
I don't know
nice.
that they ever do.
Very nice.
Usually Gracie, when I'm traveling, gets in that blue carrier and sleeps in there while I'm driving. And they do get up there and mess around and play. I put this up here to store some stuff in because I kept having to move it, and I hate doing that. So this has got my electric heater and a fan, and usually I have my vacuum cleaner up there as well. I vacuum about every other day at least because of the cats.
Because of the cats, yeah.
And then I have an air purifier up there as well. The TV is back there, but it's back toward the back, and all I have to do if I want to watch it is pull this down and then pull the TV out.
So this is like a cat paradise.
It is. It is. They really took them into consideration a lot. I went from a 2,600 square foot house to this, and I was concerned about them having enough exercise, which is why I have the cat climber in here. They were used to having 4 or 5 of them in my house. So, and they do use it. You know, they've really worn this out. I need to get some carpet and fix that so that they can. They're already annoyed by it. You could tell. They go up there and their eyes roll.
Yeah. Yeah. How was it in the beginning when you first put them in the RV?
They were scared. You know, naturally, they were scared and didn't know what was happening. It probably took about a month or so. You know, when I would stop, they would not come out for a long time. Now, Abby, that one right there, she sits in my lap.
While you drive?
Now, a lot of people, you know, have bad feelings about that. But she likes to sit in my lap, and she sits there the whole time.
Big boy does too.
If it's 4 or 5 hours, then she's in my lap 4 or 5 hours.
Right.
The other 2 usually hide. Bailey usually lays right down here, and then Gracie usually gets up there.
Yeah.
And when I first started, it took them forever to come back out. Now, I stop, and within 5-10 minutes they're out and they're looking.
Right.
I mean, even if I'm just stopping for a gas break or lunch break or, you know, they're out and they're up and looking because I think what they enjoy about it is the different sceneries.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you've gotten some great footage. She's got an internal camera in here with a motion sensor, and she gets great footage of her cats in here, watching the birds and watching the squirrels and stuff. Carol has a great YouTube channel called Boldly Go RV. Boldly Go RVing.
Boldly Go RV. It's Boldly Go space RV.
Okay.
And it's real new. I haven't put a whole lot out there,
But she's got some great footage of her cats. If anyone out there is looking to have a cat in their RV, you can see them playing and looking out the window, and it's great. So you guys, I met Carol at a Cracker Barrel parking lot because she recognized my RV and came up to talk to me, and since then we've become friends, and this is the second time we've camped together. She's a doll. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a doll. Oh, thanks. So tell us why you decided to give up a regular house and hit the road full time.
Well, I was living, I had retired, and I was living in a really big house that I really didn't want to pay for anymore, and I didn't know where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. So I had a friend of mine who knew about RVing, and I started watching videos, Bob and Panda and those people, and I said I can do that, and decided to sell everything, sell the house, and just put everything I own is in this RV, and take off. And I originally gave myself 2 years to adventure out and see what I might find that I would enjoy and live there. However, once I started, I was amazed. I absolutely love this. It's great. I mean, it's just fantastic, and it really swells my heart. And I mean, there are times that I have been driving down the road and just started crying because of the beauty.
Me
and
too.
Because of the And
You just pinch yourself.
Yeah.
Like, how did I end up here?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yes.
So you were going to give yourself 2 years to travel in your RV to find a different place to live? And now that's off your radar for a while?
It's off my, well, in 2 years I'll reevaluate just to see. I'm coming up on my 7-month anniversary, so I just started. And I'll look at it, but as of yet, you know, I haven't found a place that I would want to stay any length of time. You know, you get antsy and you want to go and look at something else, and there's so much in the United States to see.
Right.
That,
Yeah.
you know,
We can never hit it all.
Yeah, and at this point, I just can't see stopping right now.
So Carol and I are actually on the most amazing BLM land that I didn't know about, that she heard about from a friend, because you keep a spreadsheet, right?
I do.
Which I need to start, tell
do.
people about that, because I need to start doing that, because people tell me about these spots and then I don't write it down and I can never remember. So tell us what your system is.
Well, basically, I have a spreadsheet, and I have tabs for each state. And then I go in there and put, you know, where the location is. If they give me a pin, I put the pin in there. Or if I have been there, I keep it updated where I have been as well. And I put the pins in there for every place that I've stayed. And that way, if I'm going to go to the state, then I'll pull the state up in the spreadsheet and say, okay, where do I want to go? What am I going by? So that I can skip over and go look at this or look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know that you have a couple of people that know your location for safety purposes. Can you tell us how you do that, please?
Well, I have Find Friends. Is that what you were talking about?
Yes, that's an app, right?
Yeah, it's an app. I have iPhone, so I have Find Friends, and they are able to look and see where I am at all times. Yep.
I keep looking over because your cat is crawling around behind the camera.
I know.
Yeah, so if they don't hear from you or something, they can hit the pin and see where you are.
Right.
Which is great from a safety perspective.
Right.
So tell us why you chose a Class C and why you chose this size Class C.
Well, I chose this size because of the cats, because I had 3, and because I wanted to make sure they had enough room to run and play, and I got a Class C because I didn't, you know, if I got something I had to pull, then I had to move the cats out of it and in it and out of it and in it, and the cats don't go outside at all. So I didn't want that aspect of putting them in and out and in and out. So, you know, everything, you know, I didn't really, I thought the Class A was too big. And so, you know, this, when I looked at the layouts and all, this seemed to fit the bill.
Yeah, this is a great layout.
Yeah.
So if you could do anything differently now that you've been on the road 7 months with this rig or with the lifestyle at all, what would it be? What have you learned?
Oh, wow. Well, about the rig itself, there are a couple of things that I would have wanted upgraded. My biggest example would be the mirrors.
The side mirrors.
The side mirrors, because they're not electric, they're manual. So anytime going on a lot of bumpy roads and that sort of thing, they tend to jiggle and get out of place. I would rather have electric, so that I think that's a safer way to, because you know, you're in the middle of somewhere and your mirror goes, then you know you're really in a dangerous kind of situation.
Yeah.
So I already have a list of things on my next which I don't plan to have for a very long time, but on my next one I want to make sure that, you know, that type of thing is there.
Right.
And one of the, you know, the things that, you know, when you live in a house, there are so many things that you take for granted and you don't think about. You just don't even think about them, like trash.
Right.
I know you did a video recently on trash. It's a great video, but you don't think about it. You just throw it away. You take it out. You take it to the end of the curve or wherever you take it, and they come pick it up, and you start all over again.
Right.
It's a lot more to think about when you're in an RV, and what you do with it and how you handle that.
Yeah. Especially with cats, because she empties her litter box twice a day.
Yes.
And so that was, you know, filling up her trash.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've always emptied it twice a day. You know, I didn't just start doing it because I'm in here, but I've always emptied it twice a day. So I knew the amount of litter that, you know, it would be taking. But yeah.
Yeah. What about solar?
I don't have solar on here now. I have a suitcase solar that I put outside. And I would absolutely suggest that you do that, especially if you're going to be in the West and you're going to boondock. I boondock the vast majority of the time. And so I'm looking to add a battery bank, and then to also put solar on the roof. Hopefully sometime in December, it looks like.
Yeah. How do you feel about boondocking by yourself? Were you ever a little nervous about it? Have you had any experiences, good or bad, that you want to tell people about?
I've not had any bad experiences at all. I've had worse experiences in Walmart and Sam parking lots than I have out in you know. It is a little, you know, in the very beginning, you're a little, you know, because you're out by yourself and that sort of thing. But you know, the more you do it, the more you realize there's, you know, just be cautious, be aware of your surroundings, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. If there's anybody thinking about doing this and they're unsure, what would you tell them? Any advice?
Well, I was pretty, you know, I personally, the reason I sold everything and did this is because I knew I did not want to stay where I was. You know, if you really have reservations about it, you can always rent an RV and make some trips, and some long trips, and just see how you feel about it and see what it's like. But you know, I never thought I would love it as much as I do.
Me too.
And I absolutely love it. Now, that's, you know, it's not for everybody. I don't think everybody can come out and do this. And
for sure.
But you know, you know yourself better than anybody else does.
Right.
So I would watch some YouTube videos and rent one and go out and see what it's like.
I think it was important that you said you were going to do it for 2 years, and then you're going to reassess in 2 years. Because I think a lot of people think that it's all or nothing, that you give up your old life and you move into an RV, and it's a huge decision in your mind because it has to be forever. And I think it's an important message that, you know, some people go in and out of this life as their life circumstances allow, which is good to know. You're not going to maybe do this forever. Maybe you will. Same with me.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. So, thanks, Carol.
Oh, you're welcome.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
Just, just try it. Just try it. I mean, if you're unhappy with your life, this is a tremendous amount of freedom that I've never had. And, anything in your life, and even if it's not this, if it's just something in your life that you've always wanted to do, then do it.
Right.
Stop thinking about it. Stop wondering about it. You either get it done or you make up excuses. And if it's going to make you happy and you think it's going to make you happy, whether it's this or whatever in your life, do it.
Do it.
Go and do it.
Yeah.
Life is too short.
Life is too short.
It's just way too short.
Exactly. Well, thanks a lot, Carol.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Everybody, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions for Carol or me, put them down below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. We both wish you safe travels and happy travels out there. And be free.